Rest in peace to the performer Silver King. I knew him from WCW. Definitely a great wrestler, someone who I always enjoyed watching while he was performing in WCW. So this show will be dedicated to him. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw that just went off the air. The show was live in London, England in the O2 Arena. Shout out to my man Kieran Flood, who provided us with the photo in the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group. If you guys are interested in joining any of my group's podcasts, in the description box below, we have a link tree. The link tree will link you to the merch, the podcast, the Facebook pages. Anything you're interested in Everything Pro Wrestling is there. Click it, subscribe, join us in whatever way you enjoy consuming wrestling. Obi-Wan, Original Biggie, good evening, my man. King says this show was trash. I turned it off after 15 minutes. Biggie says that bad, huh? Was anybody fired from the creative team this week? I haven't heard anything yet. Bray Wyatt fire. And then he's got some Pinocchio faces. Raw was a little better tonight. I agree, Jesus. What's going on, brother? EP Dub, Recipe Silver King B Gunner. Raw was better than the last few weeks. I will say that, and that's not saying much. I agree as well. Good evening, good evening. Ray versus Cesaro was a good match. Yeah, that was a good match. Let's get into it, guys. We start off the night with Miz versus Shane McMahon. They went out there. They did some talking. I don't know. It just came off as a very bad promo. Babyface Miz is still weird to me, kind of. Roman Reigns tried to help get Miz over. He's not over. It felt weird. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Yeah. So I don't know what to say to that. So end up having a big match. They talked about the briefcase. They talked about Shane McMahon. They talked about everything in between happening for Money in the Bank. We get an attack by Lashley and Elias when Shane McMahon comes out to distract them. And you know what this leads to? Tag team match, playa. And Teddy Long came out of everybody who books these damn shows. And Roman Reigns and The Miz ended up taking on Elias and Lashley. This match bored me to death. I don't know what it is about these tag matches that they have a fetish for. But what are we saying here in the chat? Horrible talking. King says New Japan Pro Wrestling show is better than Raw. New Japan Pro Wrestling had some awesome matches today. If you guys have not checked it out, highly recommend it. Yeah, so we end up getting a tag match. We get a lame ass DQ finish. Why? We don't need DQ finishes on Monday Night Raw every single week. I mean, sometimes they make sense, but did this match really need it, bro? Is Lashley in some featured match? He could have ate the pin. I don't know. Trash to me. So afterwards, we get some AJ Styles, Seth Rollins hype video. I'm excited to see that match. It's been a while since we've seen that match. They even had highlights later on in the show from their 2006 match in NWA. If you guys aren't familiar with it, you guys have to check that out. I believe it's on YouTube. It used to be, at least. But really good stuff. We get highlights of Sami Zayn getting thrown in the dumpster by Braun Strowman last week. And Braun Strowman is backstage and he's been summoned to Shane McMahon's office because Shane McMahon must be the principal this week, and Braun, get in here. And Braun said the exact same thing when he got in there about, oh, Shane, you're the one who got me sent to the principal's office because Sami Zayn's in there bitching, complaining, and moaning. Shane actually ends up giving Sami Zayn a match that he requested. Sami Zayn said he wanted to fight Braun Strowman in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And they gave it to him. And Braun Strowman's Money in the Bank spot is on the line. So, once again, the classic bait and switch. Because as you guys can see from my graphics, I had it prepared for Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre to be the main event. Congratulations. I played myself because they bait and switched me again. So, we have that match in the main event later on. Jesus says, I mean, you got Roman in the match. Who's boring with Elias? Elias was over at one point, though. Like, you knew the Roman stuff was going to wear off. The people are already, like, tired of it. But, oh, boy. They try. They try. We get into match number 2. What in the bluest of blue hells have they done to my man Mojo Rawley? What is this? Like, this is not explained well at all. This dude looks like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. He's got they're basing it all off the mirror promo, and he's got this blue stuff all around his eyes. Dude, I don't know what this is. And he fights Apollo Crews. Now, Apollo Crews looks like $1 million, someone that they've been doing stuff with. And they have Apollo Crews end up doing that front flip, and he tweaks his knee. Mojo takes advantage. Mojo ends up getting the win with the Alabama Slam. But Apollo Crews lost. Why, dude? The new Sonic. Terrible, Jesus. Yeah. King, Mojo's my guy, though, man. I met Mojo not too long ago, and he was always really cool. Kerwin, what's going on? The Mountie spending the night in jail at SummerSlam 91 was more entertaining than Raw. Now, Kerwin, that was just plain funny, though. That was good stuff. Good times in 91. Oh, boy. So, Mojo gets a victory. Alexa Bliss is backstage talking on her phone about this. Her luggage has been lost. What is this, bro? She ends up convincing Nikki Cross to take her place. Nikki Cross came off as someone who was normal, subtle, and everything was working fine. But then at the end of the segment, you see that little glimmer of craziness still in her eyes. So nothing really changed. We get the contract signing with Becky and Lacey Evans, the harlot. Shout out to Obi-Wan for that. And Charlotte Flair, the queen bee of everything. Apollo is way better, poor guy. Goober, what is going on? DP, what's happening, brother? Good to see you guys in here. Yeah, so she's out there with the queen and the harlot. Give that, all that credit goes to Obi-Wan for that name. Makes me laugh every week when I have to say that. So she's out there and she's they're doing their thing. Becky's being her usual smart ass self on the microphone, killing it. And she said, "Oh, looks like you guys got plenty of stuff to lose too. Charlotte getting beat by me again. Someone losing their debut pay-per-view one-on-one match." And she brought up some good points. And they end up jumping her and power bombing her through a table. Obviously, Charlotte did most of the work. Power bombed her through the table. Live chat, got to ask you this. What is the future of Becky Lynch? Does she walk away with 1 belt, 2 belts, or no belts at Money in the Bank? Just want to get a quick little poll of that before we get started. Let's see what else is being said in here. All right. Jesus is still watching some TV, he says. Bray Wyatt promo, just since it's on YouTube, was, yes. I'll get to that, King. We're going to talk about that. That's my favorite part of the show. Did you see the roast Becky did against Edge and Beth? Yes, I did see that, Jesus. I think it was lighthearted. A lot of people were taking it way too serious on the interwebs. I heard that promo was good. Got another shirt prototype done. Maybe preview it tomorrow? We could. Rob, I'll tell you my plans at the end of this video if you stick around. Becky will retain both, Jesus says. King says 1 belt. Goober says 1 belt. All right. Let's get into the next match. This was one I thought was really good. Kind of a sleeper match a little bit. Baron Corbin versus Ricochet. Now, before we get into Baron Corbin sucks, I hear your points. I get that a lot of people don't want to talk about Baron Corbin. DP says probably Becky with 1 belt because Charlotte might capture the SmackDown. I can see that, DP. Baron Corbin, yo, do we need to remove Jesus out the chat? Don't tell me stop. Baron Corbin is not that bad to me. I don't like the presentation of his character. I think that he could be better. But Baron Corbin is doing a good job to me as far as going in ring and being able to compete with smaller guys. I've seen him do it with Chad Gable and now this match with Ricochet. He did a good job, and they're decent, I should say. He kept my interest throughout the match. I love the ending with the End of Days. Corbin really shouldn't have won this, though, because Ricochet has not won a singles match, really, since he beat Bobby Roode, and I have not seen him win a match. So Ricochet is in desperate need, but I think in Money in the Bank, he's going to get to show out. If you guys saw NXT TakeOver New Orleans, Ricochet will put on a show in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Corbin seriously got way worse. Like, how can you have a bad match with Styles now with Ricochet? I thought it was good. Take my money. Sasha Banks said she wants to fight Tessa. I'll pay to see that. That'd be a good match. Applebee's waiter Baron Corbin. Goober, don't be mean, man. I like Corbin, man. I think Corbin just got drawn a... If you lose to Jinder Mahal with the Money in the Bank briefcase, you're doomed. You're doomed. I don't even understand why Jinder Mahal had to win that. He should have lost to Nakamura, Baron Corbin. Bad mistake in hindsight. Thank you, sir. Baron Corbin isn't that bad. His finisher is good. It's just the way WWE presents him. I agree. Jesus wrote RIP EC3. I don't know why you wrote that. Did something happen? Let me know, Jesus. But Baron Corbin beats Ricochet. We get another Roman Reigns video package highlighting the Shield, him winning the titles, the cancer announcement, the announcement that he's in remission. This video package is well done. WWE is one of the best at putting together a video package and making people care. Oh my gosh. EC3 lost to Titus at main event. Bro, what are they doing with this guy? He should just walk away and just not even come back like, sue me. I don't care. Ricochet will be the highlight of the entire match. Him and Ali will steal the show. DP, I agree. I think those guys are destined to get some good spots in here. Corbin needing his lone wolf character back. I agree with that. Enjoy it, bro. What's going on? Baron Corbin is boring as fuck. Enjoy's not a fan of Corbin either. Well, back to this video package, though. Roman Reigns video package, well done. WWE is one of the best at putting these together. I don't care what anybody says. They've always been really good. Good job on this. I know some people don't like Roman, but good stuff. Ooh, Goober says Andrade for Money in the Bank. Is it because he was in Impact? That's why he's getting buried? I think at one point he'd made a comment about being in Impact and how he's happy he was in Impact and not in WWE. He said something like that in an interview, and I wonder if Vince is holding it against him. Do you think Eli Drake will join WWE? Kerwin, I think that Eli Drake is going to be in some trouble himself. I heard about some contract issues he's having with Impact Wrestling Management right now. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if he's going there per se. I could see Eli Drake in an MLW or Ring of Honor too. Wouldn't surprise me. Let's get into this Fatal 4-Way. I saw that too. Jesus, Killer Cross leaving Impact. Fatal 4-Way, Money in the Bank women's competitors for Raw. We had Naomi versus Dana Brooke versus Natalya versus Nikki Cross, who took Alexa Bliss's place. Now, some people are going to get blissed off by me saying this. Yo, why doesn't Alexa Bliss wrestle? Why doesn't she have to take any of the bumps that some of the other girls do? Like, if she's injured, I don't care. That's fine. I don't want anyone to get hurt more. Whatever the situation is. If she's got concussions, whatever, so be it. But why doesn't she wrestle? She's getting paid just like the rest of them. I don't know. It just drives me a little bit crazy, and I'm kind of tired of it. Let's see here. Enjoy It Bro says, can they let Becky have a feud without Charlotte? I hope so, dude. Like, after this, we definitely need to do something different with Becky Lynch. Enjoy It. Who would you have Becky feud with? She's getting that Undertaker treatment. Biggie, you're stupid, dude. So funny. Oh, man. So we get a Fatal 4-Way here. Shout out to Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke jumped off the top of the ladder in this match and dove onto all the competitors. Dana Brooke deserves props, man. She went out there and did something different. I'm tired of her yelling about the opportunity. Like, after this, within the next month or two, can we stop this? Like, Dana Brooke, we get it. I definitely thought she was more promising in NXT, but Dana Brooke starting to grow on me a little bit. So I'm watching her. So Dana Brooke, keep impressing. Naomi did her usual thing. Natalya. A lot of you guys probably didn't notice this in the match. Natalya is a ring general. She was in there calling all the shots, telling everybody, like, listen, we're going to not mess this up. We're going to hold her up. 1, 2, 3, drop her, boom. Natalya was on point in this match, so give her some credit when you see her. She's trash. Nobody wants to see her. Becky, feud with Bayley, please, or Mandy. I think, you'll hear about this tomorrow, Jesus. Enjoy It Bro says, keep her against Lacey Evans alone. King says, Becky, feud with Ember Moon. I would like I would like that feud. That would be something different. Becky Natalya would make a great feud. I think you just got to switch it up from Charlotte, period. That's it. Charlotte's just been overdone. The next big match for her would probably be against Ronda Rousey, but I think you let Becky go on a little run here, I hope, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Once I get to the end of the video here almost, and we'll get to it. But we end up having a victory for Nikki Cross with the spinning neck breaker while the ropes are on the feet are on the second ropes. Excuse me, easy for me to say, right? Spinning neck breaker, similar to Randy Orton style, but she had her in a suplex position. Spinning neck breaker, 1, 2, 3. Good victory for Nikki Cross. Alexa Bliss takes her position at the top of the ladder because they have to get this stupid ass shot like they do with the WrestleMania sign. I don't know why they do this shit every year, but they end up having that spinning neck breaker. Nikki Cross looks strong. It seems like they're trying to do some type of friendship or bond between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. We'll see where it goes. Sami Zayn's backstage. He cuts a whack promo. I mean, not whack, but it was what you expect. He's talking about how he's smart and he cares about a cause, and Braun Strowman's big and bad. Brr, 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 brr. Usual crap. I'm not going to get too deep into that. I dig Natalya versus Becky, but book Natalya. Kerwin says, I don't think we've seen the last of Sasha. Kerwin, I don't know, man. Sasha's been sitting out for a little bit, and if she didn't come back for Money in the Bank, I don't think she's coming back. And if she did come back right now, she would look like a hypocrite. So, I don't know. I think Sasha's sitting out a little bit because look what they did with they haven't done anything with Bayley, and she'd be in the same position probably. Becky versus heel Bayley. I like it, King. Jesus, no in WWE they wouldn't book Natty right. Yeah, you're probably right, Biggie. Yeah, Natty's never been really given enough respect for what she does for the division. Rey Mysterio versus Cesaro. I'm with Jesus on this one. This was not a bad match at all. The live chat knows they went in there, they did their work. We even saw an attempted Swiss 1-9 from Cesaro. Cesaro was swinging Rey Mysterio around like a rag doll. This is a fun match. The height discrepancy got in the way very little. These two worked well together, and I'd like to see them wrestle a little bit more or potentially have a feud, especially if they switch that U.S. title. They did keep a lot of focus on Samoa Joe and Dominic. If you're going to keep this feud going, WWE, Samoa Joe still needs to choke out Dominic. It has to happen. Please. I'm tired of begging for this for months. I want Samoa Joe to put Dominic in the coquina clutch. He falls to the ground and he just starts yelling, I'm your poppy, I'm your poppy. And that's it. I'll be happy. I'll be like, you know what? This was a good feud. That's it. Wait a minute. Wait, did they give up on Cedric? Shaking my head. I don't know, Jesus. I haven't even thought about Cedric in a minute. You know what's going to happen to a lot of these guys? This is going to... You know what? Let me get into the wild card part of it before we get to the Firefly promo real quick. A lot of these guys with this wild card shakeup, the wild card is the basic end of this brand split, slowly but surely. If the ratings start going up from this every week, you're screwed. Choke out Dom. Hashtag I'm your poppy. You guys are killing me. Samoa Joe needs to choke out Dominic. If you think Samoa Joe needs to choke out Dominic, make sure you click that subscribe button and click that like button. Street Profits are probably trolling us, Jesus. That's what I think. But yeah, these guys like Cedric Alexander, the lower card guys, they're not going to get... This does not do them any favors. By them being on this part of the roster, where's Buddy Murphy? I have not seen Buddy Murphy on SmackDown yet. Sorry, I had to show King's comment there. They're screwed, man. You're screwed if you're involved in this wild card bullshit. That's all I can say. It sucks. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah. This wild card is literally not going to last long anyway. DP, I'm predicting right now, by the time it's the fall, I think we're going to be down to one roster. I don't think they're not going to have any success because they don't know how to book some of these other guys. Buddy Murphy was on a dark match on SmackDown. It doesn't do him any favors, though. He's got to be on TV. Let this man shine. Enjoy it, bro. Says, does this mean that? Hold on now. Let's get into this. Firefly Funhouse promo, shall we? Bray Wyatt comes in. He does his usual shtick with Abby the Witch, Ramblin' Rabbits put together in pieces, and we have Mercy, the Buzzard. He's sitting up there. He's still in a foul mood for whatever reason, wearing his Hawaiian shirt, and he said he had stuff to do. Well, Bray says he wants to show everybody his secret. Shh. He wants to show you his secret. And Bray Wyatt, if I had a really good image, guys, I swear to you I was going to put it up here somewhere, but I could not find one that was like clean and made this look nice, and you guys deserve good quality, so I didn't do it. Go out of your way if you did not watch Monday Night Raw to watch this Firefly Funhouse promo. I thought it was very well done and explained everything that's been going on so far with Bray Wyatt. So if you don't want to know just yet, I'll give you a second here to mute me or whatever you're going to do. But the hurt and heel and everything that was on Bray Wyatt's hands, it all started to make sense tonight as Bray Wyatt came out and he reminded me of Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal. He had on this mask. His braids were hanging loose. And it seems like Bray Wyatt just became this monster that he's always been, but he's been trying to fool us with this yowie, wowie. And he says that even underneath. Really good stuff, man. It just reminded me of like Twisted Metal meets horror films. And I'm a big horror film fan. I can't wait to see the new Child's Play movie. If anybody's interested in that stuff, you could always message me about that because I'm a fan of those types of movies. I like it. I like the new character for Bray Wyatt. He reminded me, he had these pants on that had like the stripes on them. Reminds me of the Henchman from Batman Returns. Just good stuff, man. They cannot screw this up with Bray Wyatt. I repeat, you cannot screw this up with Bray Wyatt. He needs to be kept strong. Bray Wyatt's character is badass. You guys have been handed gold. Please don't mess this up. This dude's too good to not be in a better position. Like I said, I think Bray Wyatt needs to be kept strong and leave him in this horror film type villain role and let him become one of the new faces of your company or someone who's in one of those higher up positions. Not saying the face of the company like Roman Reigns, but let him be one of those higher villains that you need to go through him if you want to get anything. Let's see what we got going on in the chat here. I hope Tommaso Ciampa never joins the main roster. We'll see. Tommaso Ciampa's neck, man. I'm worried about him. Every time they say wild card, I'm thinking to myself NBA, or I'm thinking playoffs. NFL playoffs? Playoffs? I don't know if that's what you guys are doing, but that's what I just thought of. WWE need to sue stole wild card from the NFL. Biggie's laughing. Goober says he loved Twisted Metal. Didn't that make you think of Sweet Tooth, though, when you saw the mask? Glad no dumb stuff from the Revival this week in the Usos. Yes, they had a serious segment where the Revival say, hey, let's dance now and let's fight. So let's see where they go with this, because I was sick of the stupid segments with the Revival. DP says, I'm digging it. Looking forward to seeing what they do next with Bray. DP, I agree. Goober, I hope this works out for Bray. I'm sure they'll screw it up. Fingers crossed, Goober. Fingers crossed, bro. That's all I can do at this point is have hope. It's WWE, so yeah, they can mess this up. Don't trust WWE. They have him jobbed. They had him jobbed to... Wait, they're going to have him jobbed to No Way Jose, I bet. Come on, Jesus, don't jinx it. Raw was already spoiled before it aired. Yes. I agree. Don't ruin Bray like they ruined Doink the Clown. I see you, Kerwin. We had a promo from Rollins, like I said. They went back in time, 2006 NWA match. Rollins is talking about how his family knew he was going to get to the WWE at one point, and Rollins is talking about burning it down. I met Seth Rollins when he was on the roster way before. He was just coming up with the main roster doing dark matches. And I said, hey, Tyler Black, what's going on? Seth Rollins, very cool dude all the time. Him and Becky Lynch announced they were together today, if anybody cares about that stuff. Congrats for them. Don't care. Show me what you got in the ring. That's what I'm here for. Good stuff, though. Good promo by Rollins. I'm looking forward to this match with AJ. I hope they can really tear down the house and do something big here. Let's get into the main event. Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn, Falls Count Anywhere match. This match went everywhere. They were going crazy throughout this match. Money in the Bank spot on the line. Falls Count Anywhere. Corbin interfered at one point. Drew then interfered at one point. And when stuff started getting tough, they both came back out and interfered right at the top of the ramp. And Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin suplexes Braun Strowman through a ladder. Strowman bounces off of that. Ends up eating a Claymore kick, and all three men pin him. Sami Zayn is now in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and Braun Strowman is out. At least that's the way I took it, so we shall see. Sami Zayn's in, though. After the match, he eats a chokeslam through the announcer's table because Braun Strowman had to whoop his ass and get the last laugh. Interesting stuff. Right now, guys, for this Raw, thumbs up, thumbs down. Better than last week, still a thumbs down for me. But better than the last 2 weeks, I'll give them that. But we still got to step this up. We need better creative writing, better things being done, Vince. But let's talk about what is going on afterwards, guys. What's next for Braun? I don't know, Jesus. I don't know what they're doing with him at this point. They've always been real flaky on him, and it's showing again. Holy Grail right now is being shown with Bret Hart and Tom McGee. Make sure you guys check that out. It's a historic match for like 30 years. I don't know if some of you know this. People have been looking for this match, tape traders. So they are trying to get that. Now, my plans for tomorrow, Rob or anybody if you're listening, we are going to... We can talk about that real quick too, Jesus. Let me get through this first. So tomorrow, we will not have a SmackDown review here on the YouTube channel. My plan is to right now prepare for the podcast, and I will be doing my Money in the Bank preview for tomorrow. So all those links in the description box, if you guys want to hear my preview, predictions, and talk about whatever else is happening that night, I'm going to try and record it either Tuesday night after SmackDown or Wednesday once I get home from work. And we will have it up at the latest Wednesday. That's my usual day I upload it, though, so it's not really late. But early tomorrow night, you could potentially expect it as well. So that's if I'm lucky and I can finish the whole thing. Money in the Bank preview and predictions. Make sure you guys check that out. The more listens I get, it helps me out greatly. I appreciate it. Also, if you have not hit the like button on this video, elbow drop that damn like button, boys. Hit that like button. We need it. We will have a Money in the Bank review on this channel on Sunday. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you have not subscribed, click it right now. Your name's going to flash and pop up across the screen. But make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. We've been trying to boost our subscribers up, and we're doing a great job. We want to get to that 500 goal. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I always like talking with you guys. Tom McGee versus Roman Reigns. Kerwin, you're funny. Yeah, Jesus. I would rather record the Money in the Bank stuff. And on Wednesday, I may have to do a video if everything lines up true with all the rumors about All Elite Wrestling announcing their cable deal, the pay-per-view for Double or Nothing. So we may have a quick video on Wednesday discussing that. Also, starting May 19th on Brainbuster Radio. That's a podcast. All the stuff's in the description, in the link tree. Brainbuster Radio will be having All Elite Brainbuster Radio Week. All the shows will have some form of AEW involved in them. They're still going to have like fantasy bookings and everything else, but we are going to be talking about Double or Nothing. We are trying to promote that there is a new wrestling company out there. It doesn't matter if you are for or against AEW. We should just be happy that there's more wrestling options out there. So make sure you guys check it out. When are you doing AEW Double or Nothing? That will be next week. I will have my Double or Nothing review on Wednesday. So you guys can expect that. Nickel City Con this weekend with the NWO. Too sweet, goober. Said May 19th. Could you imagine if Kane popped up behind me and started choke slamming me? That'd be nuts. Gotta watch the mayor of Knoxville, right? Shout out to my man Kane. But, gentlemen, I've kept you up long enough. I always appreciate each and every one of you who come into this chat. This thank you that I just wrote is for all of you. Oh, yes, Being the Elite was out today. Make sure you guys go and check that out. Original Biggie, yes, Ukes did announce a video game, and they are still partnered with WWE 2K, we found out also today. So, yes, Biggie, we may do a video about that soon or do a podcast together. Like I said, we missed you the last time. Maybe me, you, and Town Nation can get together with KC Classic 7. We'll talk about it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't, order some merch. Support everything pro wrestling. I want this channel to get big, and I want it to get big with you guys so I can make you guys the mods, help me run this community, and let's make this the best wrestling community that we can. I love talking wrestling with you guys. I am out. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream. Don't forget to click the like button, and if you're new, click subscribe. Peace.